Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be giving you a look at the Star Wars The Vintage Collection Rebel Fleet Trooper. I just want to wish all you guys a happy Christmas. Hope your Christmas was as good as mine was. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So anyway, I'm going to give you a look at the Rebel Fleet Trooper. This is a figure I have always wanted. I have most of the main characters in the films, and I'm pretty much just waiting for the next films to come out now to start collecting again. But a couple of figures I want to fill out on, and a figure I've always wanted was a Rebel Fleet Trooper, and the Vintage Collection one seemed like a good option. And boy, I'm not disappointed. I really like this figure. He's fairly like there's really nothing wrong with him. There's one little thing, but like he's pretty much a perfect figure. I really like this guy. So I'm gonna give you a look at the packaging first, because for me, anyways, the packaging on these is as collectible as the figures themselves. We have just the standard Vintage Collection, Star Wars packaging. I don't like the image they've chosen. There's a hell of a lot of better images they could have picked than that, but well. But anyway, in the back it has the original release of the Rebel Fleet Trooper. There was no vintage Rebel Fleet Trooper. I know that's mad to think about, but that's pretty much the packaging. So great packaging. Love the Vintage Collection look. Everyone loves them. So let's get straight onto the figure. I have him posed in the classic, of course, kneeling position, where we first see the Rebel Troopers all lining up in the corridor of the Tantive 4 as the Stormtroopers come in. Now, there's one thing. He's a little awkward to do this, but I mean, he leans back a little bit. But once you figure out how to do it, or what position looks best, which leg forward and which leg back, he looks fine. I could easily see people getting multiple ones of this figure and setting up a big display. Now, the only thing you can't do is you can't have him hold the gun two-handed, as all of them did. The elbows, they just do not move across. It's just not possible. So this one finger is kind of molded to be like pointing or giving some sort of direction. So I kind of put it up like that, like he's kind of going, hold it, fire, or you can have him point or something. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'll give you a look at the figure, better look. He comes with quite a few accessories as well. You are definitely getting value for money with this guy. You pretty much are with all the Vintage Collection figures. So there he is. Now, I'll give you an up-close look. You can see there he is wearing the helmet. The helmet isn't really oversized. I mean, they were big helmets in the movie. Very unique design again, but it looks cool. It could have looked goofy and a bit stupid, but I always thought the Rebel Fleet Troopers, the helmets were a really cool design. It is removable. It just comes off pretty easily. And underneath we have, again, a kind of a middle-aged looking guy. He definitely looks like he's on the older side of things, but it's a really nice head sculpt. It actually reminds me of Phil Coulson from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and from, the Marvel films. It actually really looks like him. I think it's Clark Gregg is the actor. I highly doubt that's intentional, but it's kind of funny. But and if anyone wanted to make a 3¾ inch Phil Coulson, this is definitely where you're going to get the head sculpt. But the helmet, if there's one gripe I do have, is that the helmet doesn't stay on great. It just kind of wobbles, but it does stay on. It's fairly loose fitting, but that's probably a good thing, because these straps, when they're tight, always tear over time. Like even my 6-inch Luke, it's torn. So I suppose that's probably a good thing in the long run. But you can see the jacket there, just really nice detailing all around on this guy. Again, lots of nice creased, wrinkled material effect, really nice. And we've got all that there, all the nice detail. If we look at the pants, I always like this design, and again, it's a really memorable moment from the saga when all the Rebel Troopers line up for their inevitable slaughter as the Stormtroopers come in. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, he does come with quite a few accessories, as I said. He comes with the helmet, obviously. He comes with his blaster pistol, obviously the Rebel blaster pistol. I don't know if this is a new mold, but it's made out of a new plastic, and surprisingly, it's not a very flexible plastic. It's actually it's a little bit, but it's actually quite firm. There's not a whole lot of give. It is at the top, it's a bit rubbery, but other than that, it's quite firm. And I remember owning one of these pistols, and it was really rubbery, so that's quite nice that they've made it out of a firmer plastic. As for other accessories, I'm going to remove the blaster to show you, and the helmet. He comes with a couple. In the background of the film, I don't know if it was on the Tantive 4, or I'm pretty sure it was on the Avon base, we do see some of these guys wearing these caps, and this is a really cool accessory, just because it's very unique. We get like a little sun cap, or a little sun hat. This is kind of cool. I like this. It's just, again, it's like standard looking, I'd say, to be honest. They picked it up in a shop when they were making the original film and just slapped it on the extras' heads. But Yeah, it does just fit right on. And it's a unique little accessory, but it looks fine. I mean, it fits on the head well, and it looks a bit weird on the camera, but trust me, it looks fine. But I find funny, I always put it like this because I just think it looks funny. So it's a unique accessory. If you're making kind of stop motion parodies or anything, this hat is going to be very useful. He also comes with, actually, I'll leave that on. Comes with a couple of other accessories. He comes with this, just this little ammo belt, which I'm trying to show you, which is painted, has all the little cartridges painted there. I can't really get to focus, guys, but I think you get the idea. And there's a little peg inside it, and it is open. And all that is, there's a little peg on the boot here, just on the right boot, and you can wrap it around his leg, like so. Fit on. Sorry, it really does fit on fine. Of course, I'm doing it on camera now, it's going to be awkward. But, where is that hole? There we go. And he has an ammo belt, because some of the rebels on the Tantive 4 and in Yavin were wearing these, so, and some weren't, so it's a nice accessory. And his last accessory is this little scanner. If you remember when the Millennium Falcon landed on Yavin, or Yavin 4, you do see a rebel trooper standing in a like post and a crow's nest and scanning it with this little scanner. And this is really cool. Again, this is going to be really useful if you're making parodies or stop motions, because this kind of looks like a little video camera. I really think that's what this looks like. But it's really nicely detailed and everything for how small it is. And you can pop it in his hand. He holds it just fine, really. It's a fairly soft rubbery plastic. Whoops, that's the wrong way. Just let me put it in. There we go. And you can have him scan things. Probably for, I don't know, weapons or Imperials or something, or registry. I'm imagining that's what it was for. But there you go. And I'll just put the helmet back on. So this is a really nice figure. Oh, by the way, I'll give you a look at the articulation, of course. You have to put that in. He's really nicely articulated. Pretty much what you'd expect, really. He's got a ball-jointed neck, ball-hinged shoulders, which are quite tight, ball-hinged elbows, which again are kind of like, there's little cuts in the plastic, so they'll kind of keep their position. You don't have to worry about them falling over time. Swivel wrists, a swivel waist, swivel hips, ball-jointed knees, and ball-jointed ankles. Again, so you can get him in the kneeling pose, running, pointing. You can pretty much make him do whatever you want him to do. Now, just for a couple of size comparisons, because I really want to do this. I just really like this figure because it's just a standard Rebel trooper. I mean, when we think of the Rebels, I mean, you think of Admiral Akbar, X-Wings, pilots, obviously Luke Han, Leia, Chewie, and R2 and everyone, but, you know, it's just nice to have your bog standard soldier in the Rebellion. Here he is beside, I suppose, his Imperial equivalent, a Stormtrooper. They are pretty much the same height. Obviously, Stormtroopers are a lot more armor, but it's really cool to have, as I just said, just a bog standard Rebel. I really like that. But yeah, that's pretty much the figure, folks. So I give this guy, I give him a full 5 out of 5. I really, really like this figure. I mean, I was fairly sure I was gonna love this guy, and yeah, lo and behold, I do. He's just a really nice figure. So thanks very much for watching, guys. 5 out of 5 final rating. Thanks very much for watching, and happy Christmas. Bye bye.